We are preparing for the final and third place, but what a World Cup.
It's been an amazing month, hasn't it?
If you're listening to us, you have to salute the General Vladimir Putin. You know what? Before the World Cup, if I asked you, would you want to go to Russia? What would you have told me?
No.
You had a different perception about Russia. You don't want to freeze.
Yeah.
You don't want any issues with doping and all of that.
No.
That's how important the World Cup is and how important sport is.
It can change the image of your country.
The image of the country. I tell you right now, everybody wants to go to Russia. All the problems they had before simply must right now.
Their anthem sounds amazing, I should say.
Everything about Russia.
We should have been hearing it at the World Cup final.
And put we'll get there. You get there. You know what? And you know, on the chaos session of the Sports Center, anytime we played an anthem of a team or one of the teams ahead of a game, the team lost, including Abisko.
Where's the France?
Hey,
where's the France?
Including Abisko and England.
And England.
So we'll decide. We don't want to go there.
No. We need to play chess. Let's get the last Sports Center.
No.
Charlie, find the France anthem for me.
Let's get the Sports Center, because if we play one anthem now. Good morning, John Addison.
Good morning. Anyway, let me stay out of this one. But the Sports Center is brought to you by MTN. Welcome to the new world. Standard Chartered Bank here for good. FPAC blows your pain away. And Multi-TV just thrills. Cowbell Gold is also in. Energy for winners. Good morning to our friends from Cowbell.
Gold.
Now, MTN Momo is the easiest and fastest way to do all your financial transactions. You can use MTN Momo to send money, receive money, pay your bills, pay school fees, salaries, allowances, and also pay for your goods and services at any merchant point. Observe the 3 golden rules to keep your MTN Momo account safe and secure. 1. Keep your MTN Momo PIN safe. It's your secret. 2. Don't give away your MTN Momo transaction details. And 3. Perform all your MTN Momo transactions yourself. Keep your account safe and secure and continue to enjoy a fast and convenient MTN Momo experience. Dial *170# and just Momo it everywhere you go. Now, MTN has opened its doors to Ghanaians to buy yellow shares. So walk into any Standard Chartered Bank branch across Ghana and purchase MTN Yellow your shares at the offer price of 75 pesos and a minimum of 10 shares. You don't have to bank with us to enjoy the service. It lasts only until July 31, 2018. At Standard Chartered Bank, we are here for good.
And here for sports. You know, Daniel this morning will be a bit emotional because we are parting ways with our beloved friend Russia. What an amazing tournament in the last 4 weeks. Arguably the best ever World Cup is coming to an end this Sunday.
The Obia and Obia edition.
Dear Russia, it's me, your greatest fan, thinking about how much of an impact you have had in my life these past weeks. When you proposed, I had doubts.
The 2018 FIFA World Cup, ladies and gentlemen, will be organized in Russia.
Even when we began this relationship, I had to keep on believing.
The greatest show on earth, the 2018 World Cup, has begun.
And things got really unbelievable. It surprised me more than any of my exes.
Son chases it. Can he keep this in place? He's going to score. Son surely. It's all over. South Korea with an incredible win over Germany in Kazan. And that is that for the defending champion.
Because of you, George Addo Jr., Gary L. Smith, and the entire Joy Sports team became great friends at home, at the office, and even in my car.
It's Russia in the red, and we saw Putin not long ago. I love the way you described him when he came up out there.
The one and only.
Russia in the red and white, and they're up against Saudi Arabia.
We should open the World Cup with a bang.
I can't believe you're moving on. It hurts. I love everything about you. This experience has been extraordinary. Just how do I say bye-bye?
There's no better way. Join Join the Joy Sports team, led by George Ado Jr. and Gary R. Smith, as we draw the curtains on Russia 2018 in style on Sunday, July 15th on Super Dial, Joy 99.7 FM. Broadcast begins at 12:30 p.m. sharp. Yes, 12:30 p.m. this Sunday. We have you covered.
Oh.
Goodbye, my lover.
Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye, Putin.
Oh. You have been the cup.
Oh, you have. So you know what? 12:30. I mean, we were starting at 12:15. We're going to wrap there, and we're going to give you a super coverage going all the way. But you know what? 2 more matches to go. With the first tomorrow between England and Belgium, a third place of game, and then on Sunday the grand finale between Croatia and France. The BBC's Alex Capstick has been looking at what an extraordinary competition this has been.
Russians love an accordion. This performance by 3 ladies wearing heavy traditional dress in baking hot sunshine was outside the stadium in historical Midge-ridden Volgograd. Here, like most other host cities, and we passed through 8 of them, the locals did their best to provide a warm, if somewhat choreographed, welcome. Outside Moscow and St. Petersburg, the influx of loud, colourful foreign visitors, the vast majority from South and Latin America, has been a unique and curious experience for Russians, which I think they embraced and perhaps even enjoyed. There have been few complaints from any of the supporters we met.
Dear passengers, passenger train number 152 from...
Ferried by planes, trains and automobiles through endless security checks, our travel was largely trouble-free. Predictions of rampaging, racist, homophobic Russian hooligans failed to materialise and, on reflection, were naive. The authorities here were never going to let that happen. The hosting of this event has been meticulously stage-managed. All the drama took place on the pitch. In a sporting context, the tournament has been magnificent, packed with thrills and spills. Our schedule took in Kazan, a splendid-looking city, nice and relaxed, but appearances can deceive. It became a graveyard for an elite collection of footballing superpowers. Here in the same stadium, the World Cup dreams of Germany, Argentina and Brazil came to an early end. Russia's unlikely advance to the quarter-finals provided a fascinating subtext. The people fell in love with their team. The players became national heroes. Nobody even seemed to mind much when they were eventually knocked out. We witnessed stunning goals, last-minute winners, controversial decisions, most involving the video assistant referee making its debut at Russia 2018. Like it or loathe it, VAR is here to stay. And finally, stepping out of the carnage and chaos, emerged France, unscathed, calm and controlled. And Croatia, yes, resilient Croatia, battered, bruised and brilliant, will play in a World Cup final for the first time ever. As Sir Alex Ferguson, the former Manchester United manager, once said, football, bloody football.
Yes. I told you it was going to be an emotional morning. It's even emotional for Chelsea fans. Away from the World Cup, Chelsea are set to announce the departure of manager Antonio Conte after 2 years in charge. But amidst confusion, here is Andy Bauer with more.
Antonio Conte's time as manager of the English Premier League side Chelsea seems to be over. Everyone is now just waiting for the official announcement from Stamford Bridge. The former Napoli boss Maurizio Sarri is poised to take charge. Yesterday's planned afternoon training session was called off as the change moved a step closer. The midfielder Cesc Fabregas and the former captain John Terry have both been quick to post messages on social media wishing Conte well for the future. Football correspondent John Murray can't believe what's happening at Chelsea with the Premier League season only a month away.
Well, it does look as though we are moving towards the end game, but I mean, how on earth have Chelsea, the team that won the FA Cup last season and the league the year before that, under Antonio Conte, how have they ended up in this position?
Hey, Chelsea. Okay, it's okay. Emotional morning. So we're moving to tennis. Serena Williams will face Germany's Angelique Kerber for an 8th Wimbledon singles title after both won the semi-finals in straight sets. So is a returning mom definitely finding her level now in tennis? Let's hear from Serena.
It's mentally very, very difficult, and I didn't know that I would have such kind of traumatic thoughts, especially now that I have a daughter. I'm like, I want to be around as long as I can, you know, and to support her. And it's interesting how that mental recovery is actually taking much longer than I ever expected.
Semi-finals today. We're looking forward to the male singles. Yes, there is Kevin Anderson up against Isner. That should be a big one, but those are big service. But the big one is Rafa Nadal up against Novak Djokovic. The BBC's Russell Fuller has a preview.
Nadal spent nearly 5 hours on court as he recovered from 2 sets to 1 down to beat Juan Martín del Potro in the match of the championships on Wednesday. He's trying to complete the French Open Wimbledon double for a 3rd time, but Djokovic is playing his best tennis since he won at Roland Garros 2 years ago. The winner will play a big server in the final, either Kevin Anderson, the runner-up in last year's US Open, or John Isner, who's best known in these parts for his 11-hour match with Nicolas Mahut 8 years ago.
All right, so that's it for the Joy Sports Centre. But before I step out,
yes. Do you remember what I said? What you said about the national anthem?
Yes, I remember that.
I found the French national anthem.
Oh!
Are you chanting or you're singing?
Hey, we have played France anthem.
Hey, so does that mean that it's over for France?
We have played France's anthem.
Does that mean it's over for France?
Daniel Beck, no. Let's play Croatia. I'm afraid.
Okay.
Let's play Croatia because remember before the World Cup started, I was doing the sports center and I started mentioning the names of Croatia. Remember?
Yes.
Modric, Kramaric,
Perisic, and then we made you the coach by renaming you Asantic.
Yes. No. I think. Wait. I don't think we should Croatia. They don't talk about flamboyant players. There's an article I want you to read. I'll forward it to you. Masters of Improvisation. How Croatia got to the final without a plan. They don't have there's no plan. The article
you amaze me every day. Let me just tell you that you amaze me every day.
I like articles non-textbook sense. We call them non-textbook sense. You don't need to be so scholarly to it's basic. They don't have a 10-year development plan like France or Germany, England or Germany. They have nothing. In fact, apart from Dinamo Zagreb, the biggest team in Croatia, producing players, that's the academy. The rest of the teams, they don't have anything. So the boys will have to leave Croatia
and go and play in other countries
outside, and then develop their talent, because you have Rakitic, you have Strenic, Perisic, Inter Milan.
You just want to say the
No, all of them. See, Modric, they are everywhere. They are playing. Even Dejan Lovren, who was criticized.
John and Rees wrote an apology to
because I think there was a pundit who said that he was a disaster in waiting.
But he's done so well this World Cup.
And see, they are not flamboyant. They don't come along with their wax.
And we have played the France.
We have played the France national
Croatia.
anthem. What does it mean?
See, Croatia is like Ghana. They are Ghanaians. You know why? I'm in a pankasa.
Ghana the epic. Ghana the epic. But I have to do this for Vladimir Putin.
I did 3 points.
Before we go.
3 points for hosting the World Cup.
Done very well.
Hands down.
If this was a group stage, you would have won it.
Charlie, we are out of here. We're out of here.
George,
after playing the French national
let me just say this, George.
Yes, sir.
You're a big man. You're an amazing presenter.
International fisherman. Just to the beat. RBB. Mummiale. Just to the lock. And I've been in my life.